What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Finally making another video since Mother Road Mayhem. It's been kind of a disaster. I don't really know where to get you started, to be honest with you. Really don't know where to start back. Well, that happened at Mother Road Mayhem. Darlene fell off the trailer, landed on the side rails. That's the reason why that is up for sale. That's one thing that happened. Distributor took a junk while we were up there at Mother Road Mayhem, so we had to leave the night cruising or truck meet. So we left there and drove all the way back to Carthage, running on like 6 cylinders because the distributor took a junk. And then I ended up in surgery. Long story short, I had a stricture removal and everything else. Ended up in Mercy, some complications and everything went south. 4 weeks later, I'm finally going back to work and moving around. So that's a plus. And then 4 weeks I was out, the only fun I had was destroying the front differential of Darlene at a truck pulls, because big news is coming. Bam! Moto Meadow 22x14 M06 or M0969 wheels. They got 37-inch Continental Dirt Commanders on it. I got 2 that are 40% tread. The other 2 are pretty much bald. That ain't no problem. But big things coming for Darlene. Wheels will be going on there. Well, wheels. Axles will be going on her. And then the wheels will be going on her. But here pretty soon we're going to be getting the whole front end cut out. I'm probably just going to do it where she's sitting at. It's not level, I understand that, but I'll probably bring her up here, to be honest with you. That way it's somewhat more level. And that way I don't have to do tons of measuring and everything else. But that's a big step. I mean, that's a lot of progress in the last 5 weeks since Mother Road Mayhem. I'm still trying to get up and about, trying to move around and stuff. I'm not 100%. But after having basically prostate surgery and everything else, and then in and out of the hospital for the last 4 weeks, it's been kind of rough. So first fun I had was at the truck pulls. I will drop a video of what happened somewhere in here. And then we traded the ugly 20s for 22x14 8 on 170 wheels to a guy in Springfield. And then we're getting them on the axles. But I've ran into some complications with the Super Duty axles. They take a strange lug nut, and not a single place in town, O'Reilly's, AutoZone, not a single place in town has the lug nuts for these axles. So I'm hoping, I'm gonna call Ozarko Tire tomorrow and hope to God they have some lug nuts, some aftermarket lug nuts, not stock ones. That's the problem I'm running into. Every place has the stock lug nuts, which I have those, but I don't have aftermarket ones to put these on here. And the lug nut I got from 6.0 Titan doesn't fit, and it's the wrong lug pattern, or wrong stud thread size. That's the problem. So that ain't working. Even if it's 4 per wheel for now, just to get them in there so I could break down the axle and clean it up. But we're gonna start getting these all ground down, cleaned up, bare metal, get the leaves off, get the leaves broke down, get them sandblasted, ready for powder coated, get all the steering components off, get them ready for powder coated, get the diff covers off, get them ready for powder coat. And then we are going to be looking for shocks to go with these axles to go in the front. And yes, I am staying with leaf springs because we plan on hooking this truck up to the sled. So it's not going to be very high. It's going to be useful. I mean, I'm not saying lifted trucks ain't useful, but coilovers, I've seen them on pulling trucks. They don't work out very well. There's ways of doing it. I'm not sure of how doing that. I'm doing it the easiest way that I know. So that's what we're doing. So we will be getting the axles in here very soon. Darlene will be upper, probably around a 6 to 8 inch lift on her with leaf spring axle kit. So stay tuned for that. And by the way, if you want to see what these wheels look like next to Darlene right now, I'll just use this one. This one's kind of bald. It's like the 20% tread one. They're like 100 pounds. It seems like weigh a lot more than the 20s did. This is on a 3-inch lift that's on her now. She's on stock wheels and tires. All right, so I got the wheel over there next to her. That's on a 3-inch lift on stock wheels and tires. That is a, well, I say 3-inch lift. It's got a 3-inch body lift and 2 to 3-inch suspension lift. It's got 3-inch keys and block, but that's a 22 with a 37-inch tire on that. There's no way I'd be able to rock these with this suspension the way it is now. I mean, granted, it's probably sagged a little bit because the lift is like 2 or 3 years old, but I mean, there's no, I know there's probably ways of doing it, but I'm not doing it. IFS is junk. I would not, I'd have to cut the whole front of my bumper off the side. The rear, I mean, that's 100% doable, but I wouldn't be able to hit any bumps or anything because it'd come up and smack the bed. But that's how that is right now. So we got 22 by 14, 37 1350 22s going on Darlene with a set of Super Duty 430 axles with a 1410 rear pinion and 1310 front pinion. So stay tuned because it's about to get haywire. It's about to go nuts. It's about to go crazy. It's bug. It's about to not be the same truck. All right, it's about to not be the same.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quench the thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic.
I'm built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the...
Also, guys, you have to remember that I am building this truck on a budget. All I do is drive a forklift, so it's gonna take me some time to get everything the way I want it. I mean, hell, I've got like $500 and a set of 22 by 14s that may have not took me 6 months to get a set of wheels for those axles to even be able to start on the axles. And then I had to wait a little while before I could even afford the brackets for the axles. The axles I got dirt cheap. I mean, hell, I bought a set of axles that need lockouts and a steering stabilizer because we kind of crushed it with the forklift. So and then I got to get all new opponents for like tie rods and everything else like that, and then ball joints, and shocks. So kind of doing it as cheap as possible, but in the long run it's probably going to cost me more anyway. But I don't have the money to go out and buy a full truss axle that I can put coilovers on and everything else. So it's going to take me time. It's going to take me a lot of time to do this. But Darlene, she's going to be big-ish. She's going to have wides, so she's going to fit in a little bit. I'm getting there. I don't fit in right now, but I'm getting there. So I'm going to fit in with the lifted truck community finally, a little bit. And then we got the mini truck going on in there. So we haven't forgot about the S10. I got to get new fenders and a hood. Well, I got a hood, but I got to get new fenders. And then we got blue's going on. See, we got blue going on in here. We have blue's motor put together. That used to be the orange motor. It is now the same color as the old motor that was in blue, because I'm just going to keep the same color. It's going to be the same setup, except for this one's standard bore. It's not 30 over like that one, so she ain't going to have, you know, she ain't going to be making as much. She might, who knows. She might make more power, because when we pulled those pistons out, the rings were completely screwed on it, even though they were brand new. They were busted and cracked and screwed. I don't know what happened, to be honest with you, but... And then you guys see an LS sitting here, and you guys probably noticed the white truck is gone. So, yes, I traded the white single cab long bed full wheel drive for a 5.3 liter that has been bored out to an LS1. It's got LS1 pistons, rods, still got the 5.3 crank, and everything else as far as I know of. I don't know LS, I'm learning. So, that's another thing that may be in store for one of these 3 trucks since the white truck is gone. So... White truck is actually with a friend. He is turning it into a full-blown pulling truck. We might go over there and check that out at his shop. I'm ready to see that. I'm glad it went to somebody that's going to take care of it and use it and actually turn it into something awesome, because it was just sitting here wasting away, and I had too many projects, not enough money, and that's a lot of people's problems, and that's definitely my problem. But yeah, we got wheels. We don't have lug nuts though. I don't know what to do about that. It might take another 6 months to find out. It might take another 6 months to find lug nuts for wheels now. Who knows? But yeah, we're gonna get these cleaned up eventually. I'm ready for that. I don't know what color I really want to do any of it. I know I'm gonna powder coat the cover, the leaves, all the steering components. The shocks, I ain't gonna powder coat it. I ain't gonna do that, that's dumb. And then I'm gonna put new shocks, obviously, all the way around. The leaves, the cover. I don't know if I'm even gonna be able to use that sway bar or not, on either or. But I know all the steering components and the leaves and everything's gonna get powder coated. And then the axle itself just gonna be black. So there's that. And I know the brake calipers are gonna get powder coated as well. So she's gonna be kind of show truck, but she's gonna be useful. All right, let's put it that. She's got dents. She's got no rust though. She's rust free, but she's got dents and some really orange peeled paint that really needs to be buffed and wet sanded, because I've yet to do that as well. Took it to 3 shows now, 2 truck meets. I've never wet sanded her or buffed her or anything, so she looks rough. And yeah. Big news for the Yukon. It might be going the same way as this as well. I don't know. But I think that'd be all for this little video. That I'm just kind of giving a little bit of an update to you guys of what's been going on, what happened at Mother Road Mayhem. After the parade and everything, we lost pretty much all the footage from there on because it was all on my phone. Well, we went to the truck meet that Friday, and I don't know what it is about the phone I had, but it kept falling out of my shorts that Friday night, and it fell out of my shorts and landed in the parking lot. We left the parking lot, went to Casey's, and realized I didn't have my phone, so we went back to Casey's, found my phone laying in the parking lot, did not get ran over out of the hundreds of trucks that was there that night, didn't get ran over or nothing. And then went to the show Saturday. I got a lot of footage done with the GoPro. Then the GoPro died. So then I had to start filming with my phone, and it's not the greatest quality. It's okay, but it's kind of junk. It's potato. And then we went to we left the car show. Alternator went out, fried the battery, shorted back into my ignition, caused a huge problem. I think that's what caused the distributor to take a dump. So we left there, was getting ready to go for the parade, and got stuck at O'Reilly's. Ended up doing a new battery, belt, alternator, got it all in there, made it to the parade, went through the entire parade, went to the truck meet, went to leave the truck meet to go get some drinks, and she dropped like 5 cylinders is what it seemed like. She had no power, couldn't move, sounded like junk. And I did a gnarly burnout. Nobody filmed it. I'm mad at all of you. Mad at everybody for not catching that. But it was running on 6 cylinders after I did the burnout. And I was like, man, I really hope I didn't hurt the motor and all this and that. Well, we went to Walmart, got their drinks, drove all the way back to Carthage running on like 6 cylinders. Went to load up on the trailer, and it's kind of rainy-ish, a little bit wet-ish. And everybody knows my trailer, it's tiny. It's a it measures out 17 foot. It's registered as a 16-foot flatbed homemade trailer, and it's got stupid side rails. So it's not meant to be hauling shit like that. Well, it was a little bit wet. The wood was wet, and next thing I know, I heard a really loud bang. I rolled backwards, and I landed on the side rail. The ramp completely slid out from underneath her, and Darlene landed on the side rail and left this pretty nasty gash. So that's a brand new panel, by the way, because you know she had a lot of rust. So this rocker was completely replaced. This side of the cab was replaced from when it rolled back in that tree when we was cutting limbs. This rocker has been completely replaced. Both fenders have been completely replaced. And that bed is off the short bed over there. Matter of fact, that's all of Darlene's body parts on that truck over there. So I was really upset. And in the process of loading Darlene on the trailer, phone fell out of my pocket. Imagine what happened to that falling off of the truck that was sitting on the trailer onto the ground on concrete. You know exactly what happened then. It completely shattered the rest of the way. So there went all the content off of that phone. Plus it was raining outside, so the phone got wet, so that phone no longer works. So all the content from the parade and the rest of that night was completely lost, except for the little footage that Casey had. So they're all there. There that went. And then plus Darlene broke, but got her fixed. Cruised her around for a little bit with the hole, and I finished her off breaking the front end, and now it's time for an axle swap. So awesome, great content, let me tell you. So there's that, guys. I'm gonna cut it here, and I'm gonna go in and grab a bite to eat because I can't find lug nuts for my axles, so I'm kind of upset. So I can't get my axles in tonight to start working on them, and it's like the first night in the last 14 days that has been less than 90 degrees at 6 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's not scorching hot out tonight, and I can't get anything done unless I work out here, and I'm not doing that. So I'll see you guys in the next video.